They're holiday whores.
Yep.
There they are.
It's like, you just do it.
Santa said holiday whore.
Santa. Hey, I have a present for you, and you get to open this one early. The Closing Time podcast is out, and we're going to be discussing the 12 months of madness when it comes to real estate. Tune in. Oh my God. Welcome back to the Closing Time podcast for December, Christmas time, with Annie O and the Jolly Jimmy B.
I don't know if I'm really jolly. My beard is itchy right now.
Okay, well, regardless, we're going to be talking about Realtor's calendar and what to expect for 12 months.
So in this segment, we're going to talk about if months of the year were actual clients, or what we would name those, call those, and categorize those as. Yep. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with this, and I guess we'll start with January.
Yep.
So, Annie, what would you say January would be if it was a client? What type of client? What would you call it?
Well, January, from a data perspective, is dead. There's not a lot happening. Like, it's the slowest month of the year for us. So I'm giving it very sloth-like tendencies. I'm feeling someone who's not really, slow.
Just slow.
Slow.
Just slow.
Slow is what I got. What about you?
Well, the January for me is, obviously it is probably one of the slowest times of the year for us. Mm-hmm. But I personally also hate showing homes in January, mainly because it gets dark at 5 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like when people want to see homes the most is nights and weekends. Weekends are awesome because I can actually get it in during those daylight hours. Mm-hmm. But those that work till 5 o'clock or 9 to 5 and they want to go see a home at 6 or 7 p.m.
It's pitch black.
It's literally, we can call them, I would say, even though it's January, not October, this is like the skeleton crew of clients, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Because they want to see homes like in the pitch black dark. And then my absolute favorite is when you go to a house at nighttime at 5:30, there's no sun, and the power's off.
Right.
And you're walking around with your cell phone trying to figure out. Yeah, where's the light switch? Oh, the power's not on.
Right, we're like, great. Yep, so, yeah. For sure.
So, I don't know. So we're saying a
okay.
dead theme.
So,
I'm saying a skeleton crew.
Dead, dark. I'm thinking maybe vampire even with all of this. Because you're saying at night, like, what do you think?
It's really just a dark month in real estate.
It's just dark.
It's just dark. We're just going to call January the dark month.
Yeah, that's your dark season.
Yeah, our dark season. So
okay.
Let's roll into February, right?
The month of love.
The month of love.
For real estate.
Speaking of love, I have no love for this beard. So Santa's shaving instantly for this episode. Okay, let's talk about February.
Like now you can actually talk for real.
Yeah, I feel better now. That was a little itchy.
Okay, so February.
Sorry, kids.
Oh man, you're right. You just ruined it.
Just keep going.
February, we do pick up on activity. That's when we start getting a lot more feelers. And I think this is like a twofold thing. One, we're done with the holidays. We're done with like all the busyness of like families. And so now people are getting serious again about wanting to make a move. So definitely picks up time-wise. We definitely have much more, activity, simply put. So how would I characterize this person? They're still not like ready to go. I wouldn't say like necessarily that they're indecisive. These are the planners. The people I know in February, actually, now I'm thinking about it, are the people who are planning, they're prepping. Like these are the people that are like, hey, I want to be done by the springtime. So what do I have to do? X, Y. They're like the to-do list checker off people. That's what I'm saying February is.
I was gonna go the exact opposite on that one and say that that's the month of the lazy client.
Why would you say they're lazy?
Because they complained and made excuses why they didn't want to list during the holidays. Oh, it's too much work. I have little Sammy and little Mary coming over, and I don't want to get the house ready for Christmas. And then, in January, we got to put everything back in order. So, we'll start in February.
So it's kind of the same thing. I'm saying like, hey, they're prepping themselves to get ready for the spring market. You're saying they've been stalling this whole time.
100%.
And now they're like, oh, okay, I got to do something.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you call that character?
The lazy prepper.
The lazy prepper. I was going to say the last minute, the procrastinator.
Yeah, I mean, that could work too for both.
Right? I'm like, I can kind of see that going. But the lazy prepper, that's a pretty fun one.
Yeah, we're going to go with February with the lazy prepper.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go with the love theme on that one.
No, I can't say that either. That's not really a thing for that. All right, so now we're moving into March.
Which we're getting slowly towards the end of the school year.
Yep, you're going to start seeing a lot of people start talking about, thinking about it, like planning moves for the summertime. The March, though, I'd say is tricky because you have the break. We have Easter coming up. We also have spring breaks happening. So a lot of times you'll have people vacationing or just chilling. You know, like they're not mode of real estate.
It's also a time, though, where people are really starting to get serious. Traditionally, we haven't had a spring market in the last 2 or 3 years.
Right.
Unfortunately, because interest rates have been crazy. But, that's typically when the spring market will start, is right around March. And these are your planners. These are the people, I think, that are planners. They make the preparation because at the end of the day, they want to take advantage of a hot spring market if we have one, and then do their move before, the next school year starts. But they're starting a little early. So they're prepping and planning a little bit early before things get too crazy.
Okay, so the February people for you were lazy, and now these are the group that you would say, hey, they have their stuff together, they're trying to organize everything, so that they're the type A's of like when it comes to moving forward with things and like structuring it. So they say ABC, we're going here, bam, this is how it goes.
Santa's stupid. What is type A again?
Type A are the people who like to control everything, and they have the to-do list. They have like that checklist of all this stuff. They're like, okay, if we're going to be moved by July 1st, we need to make sure that we're under contract by, June, or actually by May 15th, so we have enough time to handle our inspections and hire the movers, like type A people that way.
And for the record, for those of you watching, I do not think Santa is stupid. Just wanted to throw that out there. I don't want to make anyone upset about that.
You forgot. You're like, oh, wait a minute.
No, I didn't forget.
All right. So what would we call this person? I mean,
March?
Yeah, the March people. Like, I feel like it's encouraging because these are the people that want to plan and like get things done right and, not be stressed or like under pressure from a time perspective. Like, these are the people that start packing and like moving boxes and making donations, like 4 or 5 months before they're ready. So that way everything's all organized and, categorized. They'll have like QR codes on their packages on like where they should go when they move.
We're going to call it the alcoholic buyer. So.
What? Why alcoholic?
Because it's St. Patty's Day. The beer is flowing, people are drinking, and they're more relaxed, and they can plan, and they don't have to worry about it.
So they're drinking. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Santa has spoken.
I'm partial to March anyway because it's my birthday month. I think it's a fantastic month, so I'm okay with all this. Totally.
Of course you are, Miss O'Sullivan.
Exactly. See, like all of this checks the boxes for me. I'm good.
So, unless you have a better name, we're going to call them the alcoholic clients.
No.
Perfect. All right. Moving on to April. We have the Easter Bunny.
Oh, so these are the bunnies? The spring bunnies?
Yeah. I like that. The spring, you know what? Boom, right there. The spring bunnies.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we talk a little bit about the April buyer and seller?
Okay, these are the ones that are ready to go. Like
yes.
they're anxious. They're like, spring's here. Like, let's hit the market. Like, almost like bunny, where they'll just take off and they're all fast and everything. So that's definitely a thing. Great thing from our perspective is that they are very much like go, go, go. So you can meet a client in April, be closing with them, in that 30-day window, no problem.
Yeah.
Because they know what they want.
Yeah, you're still really in the hot point of
this is like
what should be the spring market.
Right. I'm like, this is spring market all day long. Like,
these are people who are dead serious.
Yep.
Like, they have to make a move generally the next school year starts, which is kind of the theme around this time of year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like
you do have the Easter holiday, some other spring breaks. So it's not total chaos, but it's usually when things start getting crazy
Oh, yeah.
which really leads you into May.
Ah, yes, May. So May's one of like
May buyer and seller. That's the May Day client.
Mayday.
Why not? It works, right?
Mayday. That's when you're talking about like SOS.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Because at this point, in my opinion, Santa's opinion, these are the clients that are like, okay, I have May, then I have June, July, and then
That's
oh
it.
no, school starts the first or second
Yep.
week of August, right? So it's May Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, we got to make this move now, especially because in our current market landscape, the average days on market for a home, especially for sellers,
Yeah.
is 60 to 90 days in certain areas. So.
Yeah.
May Day, like definitely, like get your shit together and like let's do this now.
SOS.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're full-fledged in the spring market, 100% there. Also, the heat's coming back for Florida.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we have to deal with. So, like, we're done with the days where, at least it cooled down to, like, the 70s. Now we're hitting back into those 90s. I don't think necessarily in May we're getting really the storms yet, but we're definitely hitting that heat.
The cool part about May, though,
It's not
is
cool.
it's like the reverse of what I was saying is in January, in that, the clocks have already switched. Usually what's that, like sometime in April, right around Easter.
Yeah.
And now it doesn't get dark till 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So for us as realtors, we get so excited because instead of having our day end at 6 o'clock, we get to stay out and show you guys houses until 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mayday, Mayday.
I was like, Mayday just had a whole nother turn because of that.
Right.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. So there's that.
Santa is never wrong.
I mean, hey, there you go. Okay, so now we wrapped up May. What about June?
June really is a continuation of May, in my opinion, except you're running out of time if you don't have a plan.
We're officially in summer. Like when it comes to
Yeah.
schools and everything like that, they all end around by Memorial Day. So now you're crunch time. It's either spending time with family, vacations. It's literally a sauna outside all the time
yeah.
because of our humidity. So like it's just not the most pleasant experience for that.
But generally, people who are looking to make a move in, June, and then we'll get into July, like they're serious.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For the most part, and they're typically on a timeline because like the typical average closing for a buyer who's financing is about 30 days, right?
Yep.
So your June buyer, they're gonna want to find a house no later than the end of June so that they can close on it and actually get a little established before the next school year starts.
Exactly. They are really, really in crunch time from that regard. So,
And then if you're on the seller side, you're almost too late.
oh yeah, because by now most of your buyers have already been like looking for the last 2 months. So if you're just now coming up, if you're kind of hoping that they didn't find what they wanted, so that you still have a shot, kind of thing.
Right.
I definitely agree with that. June is like, it is what it is from that regard. Now, what would we call this client, or what would you describe these clients as? Because the pressure's on. So they're definitely like in that like pressure cooker kind of situation of like needing to get it done. Mayday, we got rid of our Easter bunnies. June,
You have
so
Father's Day in
summer,
June.
beach. Yep. A lot more people are doing beach stuff and travel. So like, oh, that's one other thing we deal with here in Florida specifically is we get a lot of out-of-state buyers that are coming down because they're traveling for like vacation and family time. And they're like, oh, by the way, I wonder what it'd be like to live in Florida. And so we'll get like those kind of buyers too at this time of year.
Yeah, I mean, I think you had said this on a prior month already, which I think I disagreed on, but this is more of the procrastinator, buyer and seller, in my opinion.
Oh, well, you called them procrastinators more in February lazy. It was lazy.
That was lazy.
Where I said they were planners because they were really trying to get their ducks in a row early.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
I would
agree
say
with
these
that.
people are more of the
procrastinators.
procrastinating clients.
These are
for
the people
sure.
that when it came to schoolwork, they had a 5-page essay due and they had 6 months to do it. And then it wasn't until the day before or like the night before and they have 3 hours. They're like, oh, by the way, I got to write this paper.
Yeah, that's how I got through my master's degree. I had to write 40-page papers like the day before. It was great.
So out of curiosity, last time you bought your house, like your first house on your own and everything, did you buy it in June?
No.
Oh.
My first house that I closed on the very first time was in March.
Okay.
And then the second house I ever bought, it was in May.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So normal.
Yeah, right. You're
Not the
You're checking out, like,
procrastinator.
wait, lining it up and
Well,
stuff
I never
like
had
that.
to line it up with the school year.
Yeah, that's true, that's
so I
true.
didn't really have to deal with that. So that wasn't really a big thing for me.
Okay.
All right, so that's halfway through the year.
Now we're at July.
Now it's hotter than
Yes.
you know what
Yep.
outside.
Yep.
Here, I'll let you take July.
July, it's insanity is what it is. When people are like looking at houses right now, like we have to have that coming to Jesus moment that's like you're not realistically being able to move in before school starts.
Yeah.
And most of them are like, what do you mean? Like, it's a whole foreign concept to them. They're like, I'll look at a house, I'll buy it tomorrow, right? And we're like, no, not actually how that works
And
at
then
all.
on the other side, if you need to sell, you're too late. You really are. You missed out on the busiest.
Yep, your hat went.
Oh, Santa lost his hat. Oh well. You're at a point now where it's too late, right? Unless you severely underprice your house and really attract that last minute buyer or an investor looking for a deal, you're just too late.
Ooh. Okay, so you missed the boat. These are the people who try to show up to the party, like an hour after it starts, and then all the food's gone?
Yeah, like Mrs. Claus.
What? Wait, whoa. What is this? What a dig, man. I'll see how that is later. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you called Santa a douchebag in another episode. So.
Whoa, that wasn't Santa. Come on. I would never call Santa that.
Anyway,
the words.
so what would you call the July client?
All right, so we're thinking about it like...
I'm going to say too late Timmy.
Too late, Timmy. All right. I agree 100%.
TLT.
Yeah, right there. That's exactly
You like
what
too late
have.
Timmy?
Yep.
Yeah,
Too Late
and then
Timmy.
the other thing is, a lot of, if you do try to sell your house in July, a lot of buyers, they're on, like you said, they're on vacations. They're rounding out the last bit of preparations for school.
Mm-hmm.
People aren't really out and about looking at houses as much, unfortunately.
True. You're running more into the people, like they'll extend timelines and everything. So say you wanted to be out of your house by mid-August. They're like, oh, well, we got all this other stuff going on and we can't put, can we do mid-September? Like things like that. But that's what you have to deal with. So there's that.
Yeah, I mean, the July buyer, really, in general, they just want to move right before school starts. But they're essentially just too late.
Yeah. Unless they're, like you said, cash.
I didn't say that, but yes, you're right. But we'll call them
Okay.
too late Timmys.
Too late Timmys. All right.
Which
that's
leads
July.
us into August.
August.
What do you feel about the August market?
August is the second slowest month for us.
I agree 100%.
It's almost like we have January that's like the dead stop. August is the turtle. It's moving, but it's barely moving. Hey, so good news for realtors. If there was a month you wanted to go and take holidays, vacations, and take time off, pick August. Just saying. That's always a good time.
Yeah, I would agree with that wholeheartedly. So here in the greater Tampa Bay area, I can't speak for the entire state, but I think it's pretty uniform. I know up north is a little different, but school starts the second week of August here.
Yes.
So the first week of August, parents are scrambling to get their children ready for school. Kids are trying to do last-minute stuff before the summer ends, and then really school starts the next week.
Yep.
No one's out really looking at real estate at all.
Yep.
It is not everyone's focus. That already happened through the summer. Yada, yada, yada.
Yep. So we have where they're turtles. Yeah, this isn't necessarily procrastinators. It's just the market as a whole is slow. So other thing I'd say, the sports, things like that. And then the other thing that hasn't picked up yet is our snowbird activity.
Yeah.
Because that would be September. Because
Yeah.
it's still too hot. So that's why August is like this weird month. It's the anomaly. It's the black sheep of the group when it comes to that. Because everyone thinks it should be moving forward because you're talking about summertime and fall and everything, but it really is that dead. It just kind of sticks out like a sore
we're gonna
thumb.
dub August the black sheep.
Yeah.
Black sheeps.
Yeah, they're black sheeps.
Okay.
They're kind of just doing their own thing.
Okay.
So that leads us into September, which is where activity picks up again because we have the snowbirds coming back in, all the hustle and bustle of trying to
around
get
Labor
schools.
Day.
We have the parents and people who were looking to move, now they're done prioritizing, the clubs and the school activities and actual school stuff. So like they got their rhythm and routine. So now they're back in the market. It's like the rebound,
I like it.
right?
I do.
I was like, they're rebounders, man.
Yeah, the rebounders, we'll call
Yeah.
in September, because July and August really, really cooled off, and
Yep.
then the activity does truly rebound in September. Look at you, Mrs. Claus.
Oh.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, I think that's kind of.
It's really that simple, though, for
Yeah.
September.
It really is.
Market activity starts to pick up again. But, to your point, now that we get towards like the end of September into October, right around spooky season, that's when we get the snowbirds.
Yes.
We get a lot of our older demographic that are moving down here from up north who want to find that home for the winter to get away from the snow. So they come here to Florida. They'll buy a secondary vacation home. Some of them just say F it and they just sell up north and
Yeah,
they
they're
flat
done.
out retire. But we typically see that activity pick up around October, November
Yep.
because, if they wait longer than that, the snow's already going to start and they're going to be too late.
Oh, after the first great big snowstorm up north, we have a surge that comes here because they're like,
Yeah.
"That's it. I'm not dealing with the snow anymore. I'm out. I'm moving to Florida." Like that, it always happens. We always are literally watching to see how those snowstorms are. We're like, "Oh, okay, here we go."
Right?
Yeah, October is definitely that time. Also, from the seller perspective and everything, if your goal is to get sold by the end of the year, this is kind of your crunch time. This is your time to be putting it on the market to handle all that stuff, so that way you can actually be done, moved, closed out for whatever reason. If it's a financial thing, you had to be out. You need to do this now in October.
Yeah. So what would you call these guys?
I mean,
I don't want to call them
we're so
snowbirds because that's already a term.
No. We're talking in spooky season and how they're in their crunch time. Dang, I don't know what we should officially coin them. What kind of terms come to mind? Because I think I'm more okay, you have a deadline and, you're marking off on the calendar, the little boxes, each day that goes by to D-Day kind of thing. But I don't know what we would call that.
I'll take a different perspective on it in terms of what we would want to call them. I would want to think more along the lines of these are the people that actually have money. These are your rich people, if you want to call them rich, right? Because think about it. All the buyers who come down as snowbirds, how are they
Okay.
paying?
Yeah, cash.
They're all paying cash. A lot of them are coming. We've seen a major influx from Canada,
Yep.
and actually from other states where people have much, much higher salaries and wages than we do here in Florida. So they have a little bit extra money. They sold their home for a little bit more up north, and now they're bringing all that fat stack of cash down here to Florida to buy either their retirement home or their secondary vacation home. So we're gonna call them the Daddy Warbucks clients.
I like it.
I do.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Daddy Warbucks for October.
Daddy
And
Warbucks
then now we're rounding out, and towards the end of the year, we got 2 months left. We're going into November.
Yep.
November is actually surprisingly one of the busiest
Yep.
months of the year for us, for
It
sure.
is.
Statistically, if we look back at our sales from the last couple years,
Yeah.
other
November's a
than
fantastic
I think
month.
April,
Yeah.
November was the second busiest month.
Yep.
Why do you think that is?
Oh, because everybody's trying to get their move by Christmas. They want to be settled. They want to be in their new house that they can show off. Or, if they're selling, same thing. Either way, they want to be done by Christmas so that they can be in their home for the holidays.
The holiday whores.
Yep.
There they are.
It's you just do it.
Santa said holiday whore.
Santa.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No.
No.
It's all about the holidays.
Yeah.
You're not even remotely joking.
I say that, and look who we're dressed as. Hey.
Yeah. Okay. December. Finale.
December, that is when 99.9% of realtors take off.
Yeah.
So
They check out. It's
and check
ridiculous.
out for the year because, they've already, quote unquote, made their money and they don't want to do anything. As far as buyers and sellers go, It's a mixed bag, in my opinion. So November is super, super busy. And then as you get in like the second week of December, it dies, in my opinion. And you're almost the same as right when school starts. Because now, we can tell people all the time, oh, people who want to buy and sell during the holidays are dead serious. They really are.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a much lower volume of that for sure, right? So.
But they're serious.
They are serious.
Yep.
So I would say the
action.
clients that actually do want to transact in, December, which is the month we're in now, like they're literally, I don't know what you'd want to call that, but they're probably the most serious of all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When it comes to reaching out, when it says they have a goal in mind.
Serious Sams.
Yeah.
That's what just came to me.
I love it.
Holiday horrors for November, serious Sams for December. Yeah, so I would say
nailed it.
That pretty much rounds out the 12 months of real estate, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Is there anything you want to add to that?
I mean, obviously, everything we're talking about is specific to our market and stuff.
Yeah.
Up north, I've heard that when it comes to like October and everything, like their market literally dies. Like they don't pick up again until the springtime, where we don't have that kind of thing. We're much more balanced from that regard, where we have a whole year of real estate. Yeah. With this kind of thing versus. So, yeah, right.
I like the sound effects.
Dude, I love playing with sound. That's how I talk all the time. So keep it natural. But yeah, now that we've spoken and kind of talked about our local market here, what do you think? Like, how's your calendar? Like, is it in alignment? Does it do like us? Or is it really different up where you are? Realtors, like, let us know exactly how it is in your, landscape. Do you just, jump off a cliff, or are you like smooth sailing all year long?
All right, so now we are going to go into our Coach's Corner. So I'm going to go from Santa to Coach, and we are going to talk about, in our Coach's Corner, how you actually build and sustain a sustainable year-round business. So, Annie, you're very good on this topic. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so if you want a paycheck every month coming in consistently and everything, you have one job, and that is to talk to as many people as humanly possible. As simple as that sounds, like everybody will try to overcomplicate it, try to build you out a million systems. But at the end of the day, it's literally that. If you go out and are intentional about either making phone calls, talking to people face to face, whatever the case may be, but like that's the core of your business. You have to be consistently talking to people to make sure to find and weed out who is looking to make a move. In now, in 3 months, in 6 months, if they're never looking to make a move. But like that's the only way you're going to find that out. That's the simplest answer. I know it's not shiny, it's not like super cool or exciting, but you want, sustainability, long-term career growth. That's all you got to do. Yeah. I mean, you have anything else to add to that?
I mean, it is a very simple answer. I would say, to build a sustainable all-year-round business, the best thing you can do is just not stop, right? Mm-hmm. You got to treat real estate when you're a realtor like a real job. I think that's the key. A lot of realtors will fall in a trap of, hey, I became a realtor because I want the freedom and I want to create my own schedule. Mm-hmm. And what will happen is they'll fall in this trap of, we talked about it on our last segment on the 12 months of the real estate cycle, is you have periods where it's a little bit slower. So, it's typically slower in January. It's a little bit slower towards the end of the summer. It's definitely slower right around when school starts, for sure, right? And then it's slower, in December, right around Christmas. But if you really want to build a sustainable all-year-round business as a realtor, that's when you want to double down. Like you said, talk to more people during those times. Find those people, during the year when it is busy that want to make those moves in those slower months. Make sure that you stay in contact with those individuals. That way you're not missing a month with a paycheck, essentially.
Exactly. See, if you keep talking to people, your business will keep filling up when it needs to.
Yeah, I definitely think that is 100% the key, is just don't stop.
Yeah, I love that, for sure.
Cool. Well, that was our Coach's Corner tip of the month here for December.
The last one of the year.
Yeah, the last one of the year. Oh, man, this year flew by.
It did.
Well, realtors, would love to hear what your thoughts are on that tip that we gave you and how you can build a sustainable year-round business. If you guys have any other suggestions or tips for our audience, I would love for you to drop them in the comments, and we will see you on the next one.
Now it's time for Video of the Month. Who the heck picked this jingle? They don't pay me enough for this
So December's video of the month happens to be my personal favorite because it includes time travel and actual real estate facts while being educational. Take a look.
Annie,
Yes?
I'm a realtor from the future. The year is 2006, and I have to warn you about the future of real estate.
Okay.
Get your real estate license. The market is booming, and getting loans for buyers is easier than ever. Great commission payouts.
Okay, thanks.
Good luck. Don't become a real estate agent.
What?
Huge market crash. Pull out while you still can.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, wait. Tons of houses are for sale, okay? So stay the course. It's a long game. Be strong.
But you said...
Huge dip in 2020. This job is not worth it. Get a career making TikToks.
TikTok?
You'll thank me later. Okay, actually, you're going to be rich in 2021, so just stay the course.
As a realtor?
Oh yeah, baby. You're not even gonna have to show a house. Too easy.
What happened to TikTok?
Yeah, do that too. No one can sell or buy.
Oh, come on.
Rates are just too high, Annie. The entire world is stagnant. You'll never close another deal again. Despite what you heard, Bitcoin is bullshit.
I love that. That was so great.
That video took entirely way too long to shoot.
I mean, if you got your lines right a little more, that would.
I was gonna say, out of all the videos we've ever shot, that one was I was on the struggle bus the most.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly because I did not know of or see the skit that we redid
Excuses.
prior to filming that. It was played to me, I believe, 10 minutes prior to us actually doing it. And it was kind of like, okay, well, we're doing this skit,
now.
this style, and you're going to reenact it. So
Yep.
I'm better at improv more than anything. I'm not good when I have a script because then I'm like trying to think, what am I supposed to say? And on this one, it was a straight script, and I was very scripted.
Right.
So I kept getting flustered, and I kept forgetting my lines, although it was absolutely hilarious.
It really
and I
was.
love the end product of the video. But for me, shooting that one was a little tough. For you, it was easy because you just sat there and barely said anything.
I just had to react and respond to you and everything.
Yeah.
It was funny because up until that video, we really didn't do like this rewind or like overall market view. We always do these smaller chunks and everything. Like we go from here to like COVID times and everything, but to really take it back all the way to like 06 and really see how our markets moved and dynamic, like that was really fun.
I
Like-
think, I agree.
Like it was really neat, and then obviously like the Bitcoin stuff and the TikTok, and you know the market's terrible, the market's fantastic, like, and just seeing what a roller coaster ride this has been as a career.
Yeah, and then I think my favorite though part of shooting that video was we didn't tell the staff in our office, including the owner and CEO of our team, that we were doing this. And we did this in Annie's office,
Yeah.
and Annie's office is in a busier corner of the office, and I literally was opening the door in and out, like yelling at the top of my lungs, and I had a bunch of agents behind me in their cubicles working, trying to make phone calls to clients, and I'm here screaming, Bitcoin is bullshit, and like all this funny stuff, and then like the rest of the staff is just looking like, I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah,
like,
pretty
why
much.
didn't they tell me this? So that was fun. That was entertaining.
That's keeping it real. Keeping it real.
Yeah.
Hey,
for
it was
sure.
fun. I love the product.
Yeah.
The end product was phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I would love to hear what you guys thought of the video too. You can drop it in the comments below. We can go back and forth on it. And then that concludes episode 4 of the Closing Time podcast with Jimmy B and Annie O. And it's actually our last episode of 2025.
Yep,
So
sure
I hope that you guys have enjoyed the first 4 episodes. We're going to continue making more into 2026. And I look forward to seeing you guys there.
And have a Merry Christmas.
Have a Merry Christmas. Thanks for tuning in.